person has three selves. You have your sacred self, which is like the part of you that's always standing in the background and just kind of like providing those warm, cozy feelings and like keeping you connected to like the universe. And it has more to do with like your atoms and how every atom is connected. And it gets into quantum physics too, because like there's very little that's separating you from me. Like, it's an illusion that we're separate entities. And so that's your sacred self, keeping everything connected and like providing those happy feelings, providing the capacity for those happy feelings. And the sacred spiritual self stays like in the background and doesn't really get involved very much. And then you have the Girl Scout. And the Girl Scout is like more like your ego and is like always worried about, you know, having enough money or having enough coffee and oh my god, what are we gonna do if we don't have enough coffee? How are we gonna handle this? Oh my god, oh my god. So it's like the stressor, always have to have everything prepared and, you know, in case of an emergency, you know, go to Starbucks. And then there's the other part of yourself which has dealt with situations before and has like come through the other side, and so you have this confidence that you've dealt with shit before, you can do it again, it's no big deal, take a breather. And that part is more connected to the spiritual self that's standing in the background and doesn't really say much. So the Girl Scout and the self that's, you know, the rational self that's been through situations before and has dealt with it, they get in the car and they go on a car ride together. And they're driving along, they're going to California, and the Girl Scouts, you know, sitting in the passenger seat, and all of a sudden she's like, oh my god, there's an elephant in the trunk. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get an elephant out of the trunk? Oh my god, what are we gonna do? And the rational self is like, alright, you wanna go see if there's an elephant in the trunk? Yeah, let's go see if there's an elephant in the trunk. So they pull over and they get out of the car and they go look in the trunk to see if there's an elephant in there. No elephant, not a single one. And they're like, Girl Scout's like, oh, alright. So they get back in the car and they're driving along, and the next day they're still headed to California, and all of a sudden the Girl Scout's like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? Oh my god, there's an elephant in the trunk. What are we gonna do if there's an elephant in the trunk? Oh my god. The rational self's like, okay, this again, let's go look in the trunk and see if there's an elephant. So they pull over and they go look in the trunk, and there's no elephant in the trunk. But what if there's an elephant underneath the spare tire? Oh my god, what are we gonna do? There's an elephant. So they look under the spare tire. No elephant. Well, what if it's in the gas tank? So they go look in the gas tank, and there's no elephant in the gas tank. Like, oh, alright, well that wasn't too bad. So they get back in the car and they're driving along, and the next day, the Girl Scout says, oh my god, there's an elephant in the trunk. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna get an elephant out of the trunk? They're huge. The rational self's like, you know what? There is an elephant in the trunk. Oh my god, there's an elephant in the trunk? The rational self's like, yeah. You wanna see it? Girl Scout's like, yeah. Let's go see it. They get out of the car and they go look in the trunk and they open it and they find a little elephant in the trunk. And it's like this big and it's purple and it's fuzzy and it's stuffed with fur and cotton, and so the little Girl Scout picks it up and cuddles it and says, yay, there's an elephant in the trunk. So that's the story, and the elephant is like kind of representing fears, and like you just need to cuddle the fears and like be nice to them. Like, don't be too hard on yourself for having fears. Just cuddle them.
Okay. So, cuddle my fear of life.
Uh-huh. Because it's an elephant. It's a little... It's not necessary. Like, it's a trick that our brains play on ourselves. it's like our ego wanting to screw up our days. And it's just totally unnecessary. So that's my story that my shrink taught me.